America doesn't do what Israel does. I'm not sure why you think Israel kills children and innocent civilians. It doesn't. The whole question is intention. Every time Israel does a military operation, every time Israel does a bombing run, every time Israel fires a rocket or bombs a house, they run it by the legal department. What is the question? Is there a military value to the target? Israel does not target non military sites. I'll say it again. Israel does not target non military sites. Moreover, the Gazans have an elaborate tunnel system. They don't let a single woman or child or man down there unless they're in Hamas, and there's only men. They literally, although they have 500 kilometers of tunnels, they don't let a single child in. Why? They have said it out loud. It's a horrible thing to repeat. They want their children to become shaheeds. A shaheed is a martyr. They want their children martyred. It's a horrible word to come out of my mouth, but it's the truth. And it comes out of their mouth. And it's all documented. The law of proportionality says, what is the military value of a target compared to the civilians there? That is better than any nation ever does in a military conflict. Hamas deliberately targets, mutilates, rapes, and kills our civilians. They cut off their body parts and play ball with them. They film it. They upload it. They did this on October 7th. Israel exercises restraint. It does not target civilians. It obviously does not target children. It targets military assets, which may frequently be buried in the area or underneath or by civilian assets like a hospital. We fought a 2-week battle in the maternity ward. Why were they fighting us in the maternity ward? Why were there fighters in the maternity ward and in the emergency department? Why were they fighting us in the emergency department? If they think they're going to get a free pass by hanging behind pregnant women, they're not going to. Now, we did everything we could to evacuate them while they fought us because they want them there because they want to hide behind them. But we fought them and we beat them. They hid in tunnels under the European hospital. That's where we got Mohammed Sinwar. We weren't going to not get him just because he's hiding under a hospital or because they launched rockets from kindergartens. Now, the Palestinians it wasn't 1948, Stan, it was 1948 when Israel declared independence on May 14th. On May 15th, 5 Arab nations attacked Israel, saying that they wanted to commit genocide. They wanted to wipe out the entire Jewish enterprise. Saudi Arabia, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq, and a Pakistani militia. Far superior forces to this tiny little
and Egypt, of course.
peachy side. And Egypt. Why did I leave out Egypt? The most powerful armies supplied by the Soviet Union. Israel had an embargo from the United States and Britain. We didn't get arms from them. They tried to wipe us out and they lost. So it's not the same even on either side. Israel is the recipient of terror, and Israel responds forcefully to the terror. And that is not going to change. If they ever wanted to put down their guns and have a nation, their land would flow with milk and honey. I could end this, or Trump could end this tomorrow morning. Down your guns, work that will make a beautiful.
Can I just add something to no?
Yeah, go ahead. Move on.
Countries, they use.
Come on. Normally, Yossi wants to go, and you're in the Matrix.
You are in the Matrix, Norm. I say that as a friend. You cut out for 20 seconds.
I completely understand why it's so difficult for Americans, or like let's just call it people outside the Middle East, to internalize. That's how a movement, a regime, can treat the destruction or like the killing of people or like this human shield that we talk about, and it's becoming again normalized, okay, as a resource for to their victory, to their righteousness. It's because you don't understand this concept of resilience, this muqawama, and this Armageddon ideology, which says the more bloodshed and the more sufferance of the people it's creates like exceeded the second coming of the last Imam. This is the Shia aspect of it. And then the resilient part is like this is what they thrive on. They thrive on this struggle. And you see, they in 1979, when Khomeini won the revolution, he told Hafiz al-Assad, which was in Syria, the father of Bashar al-Assad at the time, that a Muslim's nuclear bomb is its body. Verbatim. It's his words. Go look it up. During the Iran-Iraq war, they sent 16-year-olds. They would take buses to the high schools and they gave the high school kids plastic keys, okay, and tell them just jump on the mine, open the way for the soldiers of Islam. Okay, I understand this is very difficult for you to understand. You think we're exaggerating, but just put it this way. Let's say you're right. There is an occupation, there is a genocide, all that. As Norm was saying, when Palestinians are going, you are with this narrative, you're not doing the Palestinians or Gaza any favor. You're taking away their agency. This grievance narrative, this fact that you blame your own shortcomings and your own incompetency constantly on another country, it's because they need this enemy, because they need this constant war to hide their incompetence. You are taking away the agency from Palestinians. If you think, when will be the time that Palestinians finally take responsibility for the land that over and over, not that far away, I mentioned it before you come to the stage, in 2006, 2007, was given to them. And then they had this election and they selected Hamas. And Hamas said, no more Mahmoud Abbas, no more Fatah. And they started killing Palestinians. And the Western world, who thought that they did the thing that these people always wanted, the two-state, and they were IDF, there are movies of it, go watch it yourself. I put a documentary in the chat, you can go look it up. They drag Israelis out of their houses. They said, we are leaving these lands, we are ending this fight. What happened? They witnessed Palestinians killing Palestinians, Fatah killing Hamas. This is what happens if you don't give the people the agency they need and keep banging on this drum of grievance, of blaming Israel for this, blaming America for this. So be very careful with the side you're taking. Okay.
Yeah, look, you guys do a good job of speaking to the choir, but you drive out the opposition.
I didn't drive anyone out.
Telling people the truth is not what makes them believe the truth.
So what should we do?
You got to listen to them. So you got to set a ratio for yourself, okay? If there is more than 1/3 Israel advocacy on the stage, you got to shut it down.
More than
you got to hear at least 2/3 of
it
the
can't be 50-50.
position.
It can't be 50-50.
You got it. Do you want to win or not?
All right. It's done.
Did
We're
she drop
always
out
going to be
for much?
outgunned. We're always going to be outgunned.
Did she drop out for much of her submission?
I mean, Stan was gone the whole time.
No, I heard her, Norm.
Yeah, yes, he was.
I'm having an issue, I guess.
Were
Yeah,
you
you
out and about, or you home?
I'm home and I'm playing around with my
What to
Wi-Fi. I changed it.
You know what's interesting? That they bring up these questions and then they will leave. They're not
They
even
left.
willing to listen to.
No, you guys talk for too long. You guys just lecture.
I'm very
like
mindful
first-
of it, Jason. I really try not to talk too long. You know,
Well,
what
you
can I tell
guys-
you?
well,
we're not all the same.
we
We're not
gotta-
all the same.
we got to coordinate on this. All right.
Mm.
So, and this is why you need me, the cult leader. And so
Guys,
just
Let me
just
be the
pledge
big
loyalty
talker,
to
guys.
me.
Norm, let me be the big talker, would you?
Jason, it reopens a lot of old
Yasi, are you
wounds.
there? Huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
I
here,
said-
Norm.
We talk too
What
much
does
because
that
it
mean?
reopens a lot of old.
Norm, you're in the Matrix, brother.
You
For
heard
real. I'm not teasing you. I'm not
it's
teasing you.
generations of old wounds.
Yeah.
Listen, Yasi, you have a lot of heart, Yasi. You have a lot of heart, but you know, you also. I mean, I know.
You have a lot of
I
food
know
in
I'm
your mouth.
long-winded. I have a lot of food in my mouth. That's true too. We all have to edit. We all have to edit. We have to try and edit our comments to bullet points. We can't make speeches. We can't do lectures. And I say that on behalf of all of us. We have to edit.
Yeah.
Keep it
Yasi
short.
is
Keep
good.
it sweet.
Are you Persian? Are you Persian, Yasi?
Yes, half. My mom is Swiss. My dad
You
is
not want to say?
Iranian. Yeah, my mom is Swiss. My dad is Iranian.
Not for nothing. You're also pretty.
Say again, because it's dropping out for me. It's Persian?
Yeah, Normo, you have
got
bad
it,
signal,
Swiss?
but I'll send it to you in a text, okay?
Can you hear me?
Sort of. You drop out over and over. It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Randy, it's the
You
art
don't want to
of
answer?
ice. We don't
Yeah,
have
this
that.
is
You're
not-
right.
Yasi, we have to edit. That's all I'm going to tell you. You and
Yeah.
I, we have to edit, and we have to keep it short and sweet. Okay? That's my goal. Keep it short and sweet.
Okay, so
Less
let me
fewer
back channel
words.
me. All right, because you seem to know about cinema as well, and Persian people are very educated about cinema. All right, well, thanks for telling me, Yasi. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but it helps me to understand you because you gave such a sophisticated analysis, and you understood Hannah Arendt. So I was glad that somebody understood what I was referring
Norm,
to.
I've already started flirting with Yasi, so you're now becoming a little
Yeah.
too late. Yeah. All right. I guess we can both flirt with her. All right, guys.
Well, she
I've
told
enjoyed
me
the
when
room.
she asked me who was taller, I had to tell her the truth, Randy.
Okay, but you know, no comment.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the right response.
Mm-hmm.
So much. Oh,
Jason, your comment is not lost on me. You're right. We do drive some people out. We're passionate, but yeah, some people would rather go into an echo chamber. They'd rather go to another room and just
Just
talk
got
about
it.
how. They'd rather go to another room and talk shit about Jews. They don't want to. They don't want to hear our version of the facts. They don't want to hear it from us. Maybe is that a possibility, Jason? What do you think?
They don't want to hear it, and that's why they want to be heard, and that's the first step you have to take, and that's why you need a ratio to start with. But ultimately, you need to get them to say that's right. You need to say, and the Jews did this, and they have big noses, and they're greedy, and then they'll say that's right, they are,
ah,
and then
so much
you understood them.
Oh,
and that's the first step to working with them.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
It's it's never easy, but you know I'm on the app to try, and many others are here to try, and we'll keep trying because I don't want to see. I mean, I don't want to see the outcome of some kind of like a retardation, some anti-Semitic retardation. You just don't get good decision making from these bogus myths. I talk with people who are like, it's an Irish guy actually. He's like, every head of the Federal Reserve was Jewish. And then I look it up. I'm like, dummy, the first three are Irish. What are you trying to hide? People believe these things.
Paul
Nobody
Volcker.
challenged this guy.
Paul Volcker was not Jewish. He's from
Well,
my
I was-
hometown of Teaneck.
Also, you look at the first three of them. Okay, go back to the beginning. It's all Irish Catholics. that run the Federal Reserve.
Paul Volcker, at 12th chairman of the Federal Reserve from 79 to 87. I happen to know him because he's from my hometown of Teaneck. Now let's look at his ethnicity here. I know with the name like Volcker, I already know the answer. His parents were of ethnic German Volcker. He grew up in Teaneck, New Jersey, where his father was the town's first municipal manager. Well, you know what sucks is that they don't say his religion. If somebody's Jewish, they always say the religion. But this guy, I'm reading, a multiple-page article, no mention of Catholic, Protestant. It's always like that. They always say, go ahead.
Many others, but it's pretty clear the first three are Irish guys. Something like McDowell, O'Donnell, right? I mean, right. Are these guys in the very early 1900s, 1910s, 1920s? Are these guys Jewish? I don't think so.
Listen, even during World War II, FDR's best friend was the Secretary of the Treasury. I'm trying to remember his name, Morgenthau. Listen, even as powerful as he was, he couldn't save the Jewish people during World War II. He couldn't convince FDR to increase the quotas, to take it. There was a ship of European Jewish refugees that was off the shore of Miami. I forgot the name of it now. There's a whole movie about it called The Voyage of the Damned. They were turned away. They were within sight of Miami, and they were turned away and forced to go back to Germany, where they were all killed. So yeah, Jewish power is a myth, and I'll say it again and again. It's a myth. If Jews were really as powerful as people say we are, then the 6 million Jews wouldn't have died in the Holocaust. And then, of course, you have people who say, "Oh, it wasn't 6 million." What can you do? It's just crazy. People are really in denial. So anyway, I guess I've said a lot. Thanks for letting me speak.
Well, I think Jewish power is very real, but Jews don't know what to do with it.
I don't think
it's hard
real.
to. No, there are plenty of Jewish people with plenty of position in society, wealth and influence and so on. But of course, most of that power is leveraged, for day-to-day stuff, right? Like running an organization or something like that. If you run a law office, you have some power, but most of your power is around, settling people's real estate affairs or something. But Jewish people have some power. They have some power and influence in society, And then I'm just not sure they're using it in a way that is in their best interest. That's why the Jews need me to lead this.
Right.
But you'll see soon enough. But yeah, it's hard to have so much power, the overwhelming power. People attribute this kind of thing to Jews. Of course, that's ridiculous. Jews don't get everything that they want. Can you get a kosher meal at McDonald's? No. I would think if Jews were in power, that'd be one of the first things.
I'll give you a more prosaic example. Okay, where I went to college at a private college, the school was allegedly a third Jewish, but we had classes on Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah. On our holiest day, we didn't have days off. But so go figure. So I don't think Jews get anything special. I think here in New York City. You have to go to school on Rosh Hashanah, and the New York City public schools, they're not closed.
No, New York City public schools are closed on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur.
I don't believe so. Not for Rosh Hashanah, Norm. Maybe Yom Kippur.
They are.
But not.
One day of Rosh Hashanah. Okay. Sometimes two.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like that when I was a kid, I'll tell you that. And it was not
you
like
didn't
that
go to New York City schools, though.
Well, it wasn't like that when I was a kid in my public school. And we also had the third Jewish people. And it wasn't like that in
New York is different.
Well, it wasn't like that in my college.
I was in New York City public school, student, teacher, and parent.
All right.
I'm very familiar with the calendar.
All right. Try not to shit on my point, okay?
I'm not, but I want you to celebrate our victories.
All right, fine. Well, Stan is back. Welcome back, Stan. We're going to go out of our way to let you speak more, Stan. We're sorry if we drove you out, all right? We want you to speak. I'm going to mute up. And so is Norm.
I can't talk at the moment. I'll come back
later. I think
later.
he probably left because he knew his position was weak.
Norm,
no, my phone died. I'll come back and look.
Okay, cool.
We want you to hang around, Stan. We want you here. Okay, we're tired of agreeing with each other. We need you.
I can figure something to fight about with Randy or Jason.
Yeah. So, yeah, so much to talk about. I mean, yeah, but there you go. Jews are powerful, right? The biggest city in the whole world, the greatest city on earth, the best in the world. And in that city, Rosh Hashanah is a day off in the public schools.
Yes.
Jews seem pretty powerful to me when you hear something like that. It's just, that's got to be balanced against a bunch of other things. And obviously, probably there's all kinds of groups that get their holidays recognized.
Well, we have a mayor who's pretty much an enemy. So, I mean, how powerful can we be if we have this mayor right now who's taking every chance he can to make life less safe for Jewish people? It doesn't seem that powerful. Doesn't seem like Jews are that powerful in New York to me.
But that's pretty one-dimensional. Some other people are powerful too. Yeah, some other people are powerful too.
Oh, I guess if everyone's powerful, then I guess
not everyone. Not everyone. Some people, more than one person is powerful. More than one group is powerful. So the Jews are powerful and get some of the things that they want, and the others, we'll call them, are powerful and get some of the things that they want. Okay, and then there is some back and forth, right? And that's how power really works. You have a bunch of different centers of power, and they don't all line up, but that power is still real, Randy. And yeah.
Well, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. I'm going to disagree to disagree. When I see that every synagogue in New York has to hire extra security. I don't see all the churches and mosques all hiring extra security, but every synagogue, fuck New York, every synagogue in America right now has to hire extra security at a huge cost. So how powerful are we really when we're this vulnerable? I mean, yes, I guess we're powerful, but we have to pay for it. There's a price.
Well, I can get you a discount, Randy. I can get you a discount.
Yeah, but I don't. Your security is not good for me anymore. I need real security.
I'll just do it some humor.
I know. But again, don't shut out my phone. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to meet up now. Yes. Anyway.
Don't make me become a killer again. Even if you wanted to kill me, you couldn't.
Sometimes the boo-boo is around, and he shares his theory on alienation towards the Jews, and that he has some ideas there. About like depiction in media and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, I think it's a very puzzling situation. It's a very complex situation. I think Jewish people have the resources that they need to adjust things, push on things in society in a way that's beneficial to them. But do they have the information they need? I mean, do they? And I would say the answer is probably no. I haven't really found a way to get the information and understand the anti-Semites, except for going very out of my way to places where I see basically no Jewish people around. Very remote from the places where Jewish people live. Remote, both in the sense of like physically remote, but also actually remote in the sense of like communities that Jewish people do not enter, and may not be welcome in, but also do not enter of their own accord.
Yeah, I have a question. When did it become the after party? I've noticed the room name changed to become an after party. When exactly did that happen? because I missed it.
Wouldn't this always be an after party? Critical Thinking Forum isn't another club, right?
Really, I just joined the house tonight. I think when I joined, it was it was still the main event, and while I was in here, it became the after party. I'm trying to figure out, like, did that happen at 11 o'clock, or who made that change? I'm being kind of serious, kind of kidding.
Yeah, see what you.
Yeah, see.
Jay-Z made that change. After the party is the after party.
Got it. All right.
Mm.
Ain't no party like a Scranton party.
Can you guys hear me now? I'm not sure if I'm
Yes,
walked away from my Wi-Fi enough.
I hear you, sir.
So, look,
Handle
This-
it all, baby.
the issues that exist are related to the actions of the leaders of Israel, and it's not about people that happen to be of Jewish faith in the U.S. I think there needs to be that distinction. It's not okay that people of the Jewish faith get attacked randomly for the actions of what happens by the leaders in Israel. Now, I get that there's a lot of people that want to defend the actions of the leaders of Israel, and there's also others that admit or are willing to take the other side and show that the actions are that people are making mistakes. I do agree that the synagogues do spend a lot to protect, but we also have to admit that the U.S. government also provides $200,000 for every single synagogue, as if they only have one building, and up to $600,000 if they have multiple buildings. So it's not like it's completely borne by each synagogue. And the people in this room you did not bother
Give us
mentioning
facts.
that. I did give you facts.
No, those statements. Back it up.
Guys,
The
this
US
is not.
government- The U.S.
this-
government has a policy of providing support for any institution, nonprofit, and specifically religious institutions that need security. And it sucks that that Jewish synagogues need security. I would imagine many mosques have security too. It sucks that when you go to whatever religion you are, you go once a week or multiple times a week, and you have to go through a metal detector, and you have to have security guards in front. That's not how our society should be.
This isn't a high school in the inner city. No one is going through metal detectors in a synagogue.
Is that true? I mean, it
He's
would only
making
make sense.
shit up. His voice is quivering more than his
Okay.
ball on a Friday night.
Okay,
Okay,
look,
Taco.
look, this is not
I-
Taco. This is no, Stan. I'm intervening. Taco, this is not respectful. Please don't talk that way to Stan. Okay, try to maintain decorum on the stage.
Okay, for what it's worth, many people don't get to pick their parents when they're born. And people have heard me say this before.
Many people
that-
don't, or nobody does.
Nobody knows. And that includes the religion of their parents. So most people stick with the religion of their parents for quite a large percentage of their life. Some switch, some retreat from religion. But that does not mean that they should be victims. That does not mean that people that are born into a Jewish family or Muslim family are necessarily bad people. And what I heard earlier, the suggestion that people that are born into a Muslim family anywhere in the world doesn't mean that they're Islamists. It means they follow Islam, which is a big difference than being an Islamist.
I just consider them all jihadis.
Well, for the record, the synagogues do have metal detectors, because how else could they see how many shekels you have when you come through?
Hilarious.
Oh, you can't detect shekels with metal detectors.
You're thinking of Schmeckles.
Look, I might have been off when I said metal detectors, but I'm sure that some do, and it's not great that it's the point that you have to go and you have to be worried that someone could attack.
Stan, listen, you need more straight friends in your life.
But this is not cool what you're doing here, Taco. You need to be super respectful,
Jason,
of Stan. Super respectful and
listen,
cordial.
man.
And you need to follow my orders. Okay? Don't take anything I say for granted. You got to take it very serious. Okay? I'm a cult leader.
To be fair,
So-
here, frankly, you have never given me any direct orders. Not that I would follow them to begin
No, I
with.
said you
But
got to treat him respectful. Can't use that kind of
I am. You don't.
I'm giving you this direct order.
It's
And you're not doing it. You got to do the things the way that I tell you to do, and maintain order, decorum, and goodness here. All right. So just do it. Stop arguing with me. Stop disrespecting Stan.
Stan, I can guide you.
It's like the straight leading the straight.
It's like
Well, putting aside the humor, Stan made a point, and I'd like to reply to it. Okay, Stan said that a lot of the hate is because of the behavior of the leaders of the Israeli government. Well, Stan, here's the thing. If I could engage you, Stan. There used to be a pretty big peace movement in Israel, Stan. There were people on the left, and there were people who really wanted to have a two-state solution. Israel has a whole culture of people who want to have peace. And there was a momentum to that in the 1990s. There was a real momentum towards, a two-state solution. I could tell you about, there were multiple things, especially when Bill Clinton was president. There was the Y agreement. Yasser Arafat was in exile in Tunisia, and they brought him back, and they set up the PA. But the PA did not prepare the people for a two-state solution. So that when Clinton brokered a two-state solution at the end of his term, and Israel offered a two-state solution, Arafat, one of his responses was he doesn't believe that where the Temple is, the Temple Mount, is actually the location. He didn't accept it as a Jewish holy site. He said it's not where the first temple was. And the other Arab leaders said, "Are you crazy for not accepting? You're being offered this and you're not accepting it." And he said, "If I accepted it, I'd be killed," because he didn't prepare his people for a two-state solution. He wanted a two-state solution. He wanted a Palestinian state that would be free of Jews, no Jews. All the Jews would have to leave. And he wanted a right of return of Palestinians to Israel proper, like the pre-67 thing. That was what he wanted. So in other words, he said, "Yeah, we'll take a Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza. Plus, we want all the Palestinians to be able to return to Israel itself." And that was his counter proposal, and that's why things died out. So that's why nothing happened. Stan, I'm going to let you respond to that.
Well, I missed the portion there. I don't want
Well, I'll repeat it if you want. What part did you hear?
Just the last 20 seconds.
Okay. Well, I'll say it again. When in 1999 or 2000, I forgot when it was, at the Camp David meetings, Israel agreed to a two-state solution, and they offered it to Arafat. And Arafat, what he wanted a Palestinian state that would be, all the Jews would have to leave the West Bank and Gaza. He said, that'll be the Palestinian state. Plus, we want a right of return for all the Arabs to be able to return to Israel itself. That was his counter proposal, a right of return for Palestinians to return to Israel. And they're still insisting on that today. All through the negotiations since 2000, under Obama, when John Kerry, went back and forth 50 times, all the negotiations that have happened, that's still the Palestinian position, is a right of return to Israel itself. And that's a non-starter. So when the other Arab countries like Saudi Arabia said to Arafat, why aren't you accepting it? Why don't you accept this deal? He said, if I accepted this deal, I'd be killed, because he did not prepare his people for a Palestinian state separate from Israel. What they have been teaching their kids in the schools since the PA has had control of the West Bank, also known as Judea Samaria, what they've been teaching their kids is that the Jews are criminals for stealing their land. They have not prepared. So that's where you have hate education being taught.
Hold on, Randy. You gave them the last 20 seconds. You recapitulated it. You didn't prepare them. Okay. Now, Stan has got that. He's got what he...
Hi, Liliana.
Hi, Johnny.
How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm good, but I don't know how to say this. Oh shit, I almost tripped. I feel clumsy and tired. But okay, I just finished myself a delicious salad. It's
Nice.
amazing. Delicious. I was thinking something coming out, right? And I was thinking, so I'm going to work tomorrow, and I could just get it that time. You could just see, I don't know what you have, but you can, like, for an example, you can tell me, and I can just get it in person.
Baby, hold off on any Zelle payments. I mean, you got those other little pants, and I haven't even seen you in the first wardrobe, ensemble. We need to like space it out to the next event. I don't want to overdo it because it's been like a $500 day. So I just want to.
What?
Yeah, I mean, 120 for the Ubers and 300 plus for the clothes and $80 for the dinner. So I just want to.
Oh damn! I mean, it's actually not. I mean, okay, is a lot, but it's okay how I spend when I'm shopping.
Oh, I get it. I want to make you happy, but I also want to extend, the budget a little bit.
I know, but I love gifts. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. That'd be great.
We'll buy it, my darling, and I'll give you cash when I see you.
I don't like cash, because if I get cash, I'm gonna get to a homeless person. And I don't like carrying cash. Usually I have to give to only homeless people. But yeah. But I do appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't think it'd be a big deal since, kind of said it.
Oh, it's not a big deal to me. Today's, I usually don't do this. So, I have boundaries. I don't like just randomly text girls and say, hey, let me Uber you over here to take you to the mall and drop hundreds of dollars on you. It's just not something I do. So, you got lucky. You got lucky today. You got real lucky. It's Sugar Baby Monday. You got lucky.
And you're not gonna get lucky either. But okay.
Just a kiss from you proves that I'm the luckiest man in the world.
You're acting like you wouldn't when you see me.
Well, I'm just saying I'm the luckiest man in the world because I got to get, some nice juicy kisses from you today. So.
Oh, You think that's how I mean, I kiss crazier than that.
I know. I can't wait to get a French kiss from you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be a really exciting moment when you finally give me a full-fledged kiss, a French kiss.
Let's make it look like I don't know how to do it and you can teach me.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll just tell you to stick your tongue in my mouth as I suck on it. And I'll say, keep pushing the tongue. Put your tongue out a little further, a little more. There you go. And then I'll just, slowly and forcefully suck on that tongue. That's kind of what French kissing is. It's like tongue sucking.
Really?
Generally speaking.
Okay, but I do really want this set. I've been wanting this since it came out. I could not get it because due to them never having my size.
That's too
Which
bad.
is just a medium. But I never had a medium because bitches just be taking everything from me.
Really?
Everything. They take it all. And it makes me very, very angry. And sad. And you don't want to be sad, do you?
I don't want you being sad, but I also want you to like.
Your wife, well, girlfriend, I guess.
Well, I also want you to like, do things in the proper order. Wearing the clothing that I want today prior to wearing the clothes. Excellent. Well, I'm smoking weed, having a little iced tea. My honey bunny. My honey bunny. I'm tapped out for today. You can't extract. There's no more juice in this lemon, my love. You got you got the lemon juice and the lime juice. You squeezed it. Baby, I just want you to know when I come tonight, I'm gonna like look at your pussy photo and like come so hard. I wish I could see more of that pussy, but like I'm just like full of cum right now. So I mean tonight before I go to bed, it's gonna be like a cum explosion. It's gonna be a lot of cum. So I got you real wet when I was sucking on your titties. I got you real wet when I was sucking on your tits.
Oh my god, definitely.
Do you think if you wear those Victoria's Secret pants and I get you wet, you would like be able to see through on the pants, like just how wet you were? Because what color are those pants? Mm.
I mean, if like he's up again, I can definitely see through. It's a little bit see-through-ish.
Well, I really want to see you in those red Victoria's Secret panties. So if you want to make Daddy happy, just like put them on and like take a selfie right now and just like make Daddy super happy and let Daddy see that beautiful booty.
Can you want to see in person?
I really want to see it before I go to bed tonight. You would make my dreams.
How about tomorrow night?
Absolutely.
But I'm going to make an exception only for something. Because I am very busy tomorrow. But I'm going to be tired from working. But I would make an exception.
Well, that's great. I love that you're willing to make an exception for me because that shows that you're considerate and caring and loving.
Oh, stop it. You know you just want to talk to me. He wants to. That's okay, I do too, but still.
I mean, 100%.
I'm going to use you for your own dick.
You're going to use me for my dick? Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, you know what?
That's his dream.
That's what Kanye West says. He says, if you can't be used, you're useless. So.
You know what's funny? I had the guy that I dated for 3 months that didn't want to make me his girlfriend. His name was Kanye.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Why?
I know. I just like that quote because it's kind of true. Like, if you can't be used, then you are useless. So, where's the value, you know?
No, but if there's a deal, then there's a deal. Just saying.
We're in business, baby.
Are we in business?
Yeah, Victoria's Secret, Aeropostale, one other store, nice patio dinner. I'm so sorry you had to make a Southwest salad at home because they didn't have the Southwest salad at the restaurant. But really, it's also just your presence. In French, it's called puissance. And
how about this? Let's make a deal. If you're able to get me a cute fleece zip-up jacket with the leggings, I'll pull up in the leggings and the brow paints and you fingering me in the best head ever. Tonight, tomorrow.
Tonight?
Not tonight, because I'm going to sleep. Because I have to wake up super early. But tomorrow night.
That sounds nice. Yeah. But, I mean, you know, we can't, like, just have sex and make love completely. It's got to be just, like, fingering and a blowjob. Like, why can't we, you know, cement this deal of love and make it the full package? Because when I buy something, I never, like, just get the basic package.
The full package.
Oh, I thought you said it was, you just want to let me, like...
No.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, get your rest, get your relaxation, and tomorrow you're gonna find out that these leggings are just, it's just dopamine. You know, you got 3 huge bags of clothing today. You haven't even worn one outfit yet, and you want to buy another outfit. You know, my darling, if we were like millionaires.
All that, like, yeah. I don't think you noticed, but the legging
didn't know that.
Green-ish filler cake. Flared filler cakes. I think she'd do really well.
Well, I really like that costume, business we went to today because like those had
How
some.
about this? You can also dress me there. You can pick a costume. Put it on me. I don't really care.
Yeah, I wanted to do that today.
What?
I wanted to do that today, but like Victoria's Secret is like the best. I mean, that pink bra you bought. I mean, I just can't wait to like, baby, like I just want to see the Victoria's Secret clothing before I buy you more Victoria's Secret clothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I try to do things incrementally. Do you know what incremental progress is?
Have you ever seen these? I did like they had like this little Halloween collection they have. It's the little skeleton hands on like the butt part. It's so cute, and I have a picture of me wearing them, but it's mostly just like my ass, so it's cute. It's like, let me see that.
Yeah. Why not?
I can show you. Hold on.
I thought when we were coming back to my place, we were going to see National Love. Sounds good to me. Well, I like that you're seductive because, it takes two to dance. Well, I hope to see you tomorrow, or later this week on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I would love for you to spend the night at my place.
If I do come over Saturday, I can spend the whole day.
Well, you can't spend the night?
For Tuesday night?
No, I mean any night because like if I Uber you here, it's like $60 each way. So if I Uber you here and then you spend the night the next day, I will drive you back home,
Yeah, I mean like I would definitely like see you like at night tomorrow, but I can't like spend the night because I have work early in the morning. That's why.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like I have to wake up like 6 or like 7 already to be able to work.
I got it. Yeah, I mean we can do that if you want. It's fine. I'm just saying like, if we have like a consistent thing going.
No, but I'm just saying like if I were to come over like Saturday night, I'm gonna have to wake up early in the morning to go somewhere. I can like just loaf with you and just sleep over stuff.
Yeah, I mean I want you just to be relaxed and
Yeah, like you can be relaxed, but I'm just saying like no one really has me for a day. Like just like in general, like I never like took out any of my boyfriends. Actually, I think I spent a night with my boyfriend before because he was like my boyfriend. I usually only do that in a relationship, But I guess should give you like my little boy toy or something. I don't know. I don't want you to treat me like your toy.
Wow.
Maybe
Well,
a little spy or something.
you want to be my little slut?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Well, I know you got a cat, but
tear up while I take the
really, you wanna cry? Okay. Wow. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Well,
the only thing you would be down for is on me.
what was that?
The only thing that you'd be down for is on me.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, it's we have the whole future to look forward to, and there's so much to do. And shopping with you was fun today. I hope every time you put on that sexy bra or sexy panties, you think of me and you say, he was pretty handsome, and damn, like I'm turned on by him. He's attractive and gets me horny, and
We'll turn on my energy.
damn, he bought me all that stuff. I just want to fuck him and love him.
It's not just the materials of things, it was mostly the energy.
Energy is huge. If you don't have it, you got to find some way to get it.
Yeah.
For me, it's the sun. The sun, I think, is what gives me my great energy. But it's also you, because when I'm with you, like I'm turned on. So together, it's like drawing all the energy of the universe into our union.
I have a question though. So the deal is, I would have you. You can have me for the whole day, and we can do anything we want together. Because I was just gonna have you finger me on it. So I can add in a little bundle because, well, it would be my pleasure. And if you did give me that set, I really want that set. I'm craving for that set. It's so cute. I need it. I don't have it.
It's yours. It's yours, my darling. But it's not yours tonight, my darling. It's yours like next week.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for you next week. I want to build some anticipation. I need you to.
What?
Do you know what?
Next weekend.
Do you know what?
They're not there, so I'm not gonna be able to sell it. It's limited.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna find it for you. It's out there, but
Yeah, but it's not out there with my size. My size is hard to get.
I'm so sorry, baby, but this is my boundary, and I'm gonna. Do you know what pearling is?
I hate it. If you have a boundary, start it.
Did you just say you hate me?
No, I said if you have a boundary, I'll respect the life.
I thought you were like, I hate you. That you have a boundary.
I did not say that.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No. I never hated anyone before.
Well, just plan on it next week, but I'm gonna have to put it in the queue. Yeah, it's gonna get pearled. Like pearling is agitation.
I'm not gonna be able to shop with you, but I would try to hang out with you because I'm now just like switching my schedule to like I'm prioritizing my other job.
Uh-huh.
So they're gonna have me working like all weekend, And I mean, the weekends for that one's gonna be just like the tortilla. It's mostly like creating art, you know.
Well, I plan on living hopefully like 105, like my great grandfather. So we get 2.5 billion seconds if you make it to 75. And, your schedule is all broken down in seconds. Our phone calls, our dinners, our shopping experiences, our love making is all divided into seconds. And I just hope that you can schedule and plan as many seconds as possible for our seconds of love together.
Yeah, I'll definitely like text you every now and then and everything. Call. But like next weekend, I'm like really booked.
Well,
this weekend, I really made an exception, because I had to do some work. But since I'm super booked this week, too, but I'm trying to squeeze the only time I have is like tomorrow night or like Saturday night, the whole day of Sunday.
Well, that sounds good to me, baby. I mean, I want to see you as much as possible. So, look at your schedule, pen me in for as much time as available.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just like, when I'm off or something, I like to like clean up my whole house or just like
put it on the to-do list,
go out
baby.
With some friends or go shopping on my own or like I don't know, like yeah.
Well, do you know? Have you ever seen a sign at a bar?
I am gonna see it though because I do love you. I do want to do something with you like Sunday, but I won't spend the night. But you don't have to get it right for me. I'll just get right there. But yeah. But I won't spend the night because those are for special occasions.
Well, if you
I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's all in the future, so I look forward to the great way, the great future, and hopefully you say you say, oh my God, you know what? I would just love to snuggle up with you and spoon you all night and spoon you all morning and go to brunch with you, and I don't need to go home and do this or that. I can just relax and enjoy myself right here, right now with you. That would be nice. Put that in your calendar. Put that, in your to-do list. That's the great future. Are you sleeping? All right, my darling. Well, I hope you had a fun day running around the mall, stuffing bags.
I did have a fun day.
Sorry they didn't have what you wanted at Vicky's, but don't worry, I'm gonna get you what you want. But
no, I want it.
Well, baby, I want you right now, but you see how we all have to wait for good things to come? I know, but when the mall closes, the credit card turns off. The bank account closes. It's
gotta. The mall opens tomorrow.
I know, but I'm just telling you that be patient. It's a virtue, just in the same way that I'm patient when I want to just
I'm gonna keep being patient with you, so I'm just gonna get it myself instead. I do appreciate it, but I'm gonna be pushy with you because.
Yeah, don't bother. Don't bother. Don't bother.
I want to go now
because baby, you're like somebody who just like keeps eating before they've even, or somebody who like orders more food before you've even eaten your appetizer. You have to wait a little bit before you get more.
No. You have to eat your appetizer and then order your food.
Well, you
Right
will.
away.
Well, sometimes they bring it out at the same time. Sometimes you.
Depends how hungry you are, how much you want your food.
It also depends on the service, the quality of service.
Yeah.
And the quality of service that I can provide you is exceptional. And I have no doubt that I will exceed all of your expectations of quality service.
It's not just about expectations, it's about needs and wants. So, my needs and wants. I can do that myself, which isn't a big deal. But I know you would get it for me. But,
You're right.
and I just have to be patient. But
Mm-hmm.
you could just spend that on, like, I don't know, some lunch or something, or gelato. I should just give myself this set. It's so cute. I really want it. They're gonna sell out my size. They literally, I just checked. They have like only like 3 in stock. And I'm not sure if it's like gone.
Well, you know,
I just can't take it.
see, Liliana, the greatest thing about dating you, one of the great things, not the greatest, but one of the greatest, is that you get that lingerie discount. And I am very excited about that. So tomorrow when you're at work, are you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, take a picture of what you want. And do they have your size at your location?
Yeah, they should.
Okay, well, go to the changing room, put it on, and then pull it right below your ass crack. Send me a photo.
What?
Yeah, wear some lingerie. I mean, wear a thong, and then like send me a photo in the changing room with the mirror.
Do you know where like you don't put those on in the changing room? You have to wear like something sanitary underneath to do that.
Well, people do it all the
You
time.
buy it
I
first,
mean,
then try it on. I'd rather wash it because it just.
how do you wash it with a tag though? People return items unwashed, because they supposedly have never worn them out. Doesn't mean you can't.
The tags on the panties. They usually like on the other side of it. They literally like just keep them, or they never just like wear them. But no, like.
Well,
they take the tags
see,
off.
in a way, you're like a saleswoman, and you're trying to sell me the opportunity right now to buy you these two art.
Why would I sell you the opportunity?
I'm just trying to tell you that there are creative, intelligent ways to get my Zelle account moving, but talking about it at midnight before bed, prior to the next day credit card purchasing cycle. A photo says 1 million words, a video says 10 million words. So tomorrow at work, think creatively, and you never know how that Zelle account can like all of a sudden click send money now.
Look at it. Oh, seriously, what are you trying to lingerie that?
But I also want to see what I purchased you today, because that's a lot of items that are going to look incredible that I hope to experience, because it's not just about the purchase, it's about the experience that comes from the purchase.
Okay. Some more details or text, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Send me more details via text.
Yeah, it's hard for me not to say I see it a little different from you. Iran has been a persistent foreign policy problem for the U.S. And that's why we're doing this, I think. So I guess that's why I have a different view about that particular thing.
Well, we probably killed more people in Iran with the CIA than they've ever killed ours. And that's not mentioning
this
how
20-year-old
we
goalkeeper
had
has been
Saddam
going insanely
kill like
viral over the past few
400,000 people
weeks. Meet
of theirs
Rajmanda
by
Spahiu.
giving them
Clips from Albania's match against
agricultural
Wales spread
pesticides that
across
we
the
knew
internet,
they were
with
going
some
to
pulling in
use
millions.
for chemical weapons. So we have been perhaps worse actors in the past than we ever admit, and we try to push it under the table and not admit that, or not be transparent about how bad of actors we have been. Just like
Stan, you cut out there. Stan, can you hear me?
Sorry, I'm moving around.
Yeah, you cut out there. So we try not to admit what bad actors we are, but all I'm saying is the U.S. has had problems with Iran for a long time. And I think that's why we are in this war now. And it's not 50% for Israel. But yes, we disagree about that. So I don't think it's disingenuous.
Well, that.
Oh, you're cutting out again.
Change, and how does that help the U.S.?
I'm sorry, you cut out. You cut out.
Okay.
Completely.
Yeah, sorry. Let me rephrase that.
Lots of creative options.
Well, it's not about nuclear weapons. That's a farce, because we know that's the deal that was on the table right before we attacked them. They basically gave us everything we wanted. So
Wales.
The desire to have regime change is, how does that help the U.S.?
Odysseus relying on sheer size alone. This detail actually means they are far more dangerous than the Cyclops. The core reason is simple understanding for civilization. Remember the Cyclops inside this cave?
Because then we created
was little more than a solitary beast. He hunted with raw.
Yeah, you're still in the Matrix, unfortunately.
Lots of creative options. I support your initiatives. Too much on my place for urban, but my T5 choice.
What I was saying is that we know that this war wasn't about nuclear weapons, because we had an agreement that right before the war started, where what we had negotiated with Iran was pretty much what we had, almost everything we wanted in it, from the nuclear perspective. And to a Middle East that is balanced and one that has both sides to it is perhaps much better for a U.S. position than having one dominated by a single country. So I'm not sure that there was a good reason, or I'm 100% sure there wasn't a good reason that I can see for us to attack them.
Well, I guess if you believe we had a deal relative to the nuclear weapons that gave us what we wanted, then a lot of your skepticism about that would make sense. But what if we didn't have that deal? Then
well, if you read the transcript from the Omani foreign minister on February 27th with CBS News, and it takes a little bit to read, you can see where we were versus what is really being described.
Do you believe that I guess we have a difference of opinion there, right? That's not really something I can.
I know I shared it with the agent last night. I'm not sure I can find it easily on my phone at the moment, but it's worthwhile reading.
Well, it just doesn't inform my point of view, though. So it doesn't help us understand our difference of opinion. You know. So you believe that it says that, okay? That it says we had a deal that was going to work, okay? But that's just more or less you saying you believe that we had a deal that it was going to work, which is
no, it wasn't.
Okay,
like we negotiated a deal.
And you believe that.
It's not. I believe
and I don't.
that. Well, not only that.
Well, no, Stan.
Look,
Stan. Look. If we're trying to understand how we come to different conclusions here, okay, this is one reason we come to different conclusions. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I know what the article said. I know what the British minister said that was also in the meeting, and it seems like there's a desire to wash that away and pretend that we weren't horribly bad actors when we attacked them. We negotiated in really bad faith. We negotiated what we wanted, and then we saw an opportunity to kill their leaders and did that instead. And it's the only reasonable what we heard from Marco Rubio on why we started the war.
Well, Stan, I don't see this situation the same way you do. Okay. And in particular, I don't believe we had a nuclear deal with Iran that was worth very much, or that we had any reason to believe they would continue to comply. And one reason is because they have significant strategic support from China for charting their own destiny in a way that we don't want them to do.
Look, we can't even have a discussion about this until you read through what the British minister said, as well as what the Omani minister said. It's not possible to
Stan,
discuss
I'm not going to agree.
You're not going to read it even.
Stan, I'm not going to agree that you can set parameters like that and give me assignments. Okay, I'm not going to give you assignments. I'm not going to compel you to do this or that thing. And you can't do that to me.
Yeah, and because of that, I understand that we can't, at this point, it's better that I retreat and then revisit this at a different time, because I feel like I've gotten to where I can, given where we are. So, but I do greatly appreciate, Jason, your strong attempts to try to get to a solution and to listen and to repeat what's being said, and in a way that is positive to moderating.
Stan, you need to understand this right now, today. I am never going to take an assignment from you. Never.
But fine.
Okay, so if you decide that means you can't discuss something with me, then you're saying you can never discuss anything with me again. That's what you're really saying.
No, I'm saying on this matter, it's important to understand where we were, and there's having the
so
same.
Are you willing to take an assignment for me? Can I give you an assignment to read before the next time we discuss this matter?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll think about it.
Please read. Alright, also, it wasn't me who kicked you out yesterday. It was Todd. So I just wanted to let you know that. But Stan, you should read Das Kapital by Mark.
Yes. I'm sure that Hanson would like to reread it with me.
Sure. I mean, well, actually,
I'm saying you've read Das Kapital.
To toot my horns, I actually wrote a note, a mathematical note on the labor theory of value. If you're interested, I can send it to you, Stan.
Sure. I will read that.
Wait, I'm this Hanson. You've read Das Kapital?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question from it, just to test you to make sure you've read?
You gotta do this gibberish word salad thing. I'm not interested, but you can try. I'll give the verdict. I'll give the verdict whether it's gibberish word salad.
So, okay, in the dialectical processes of capital social relations, there is a reified output that is output. This reified output takes on an illusory ontological autonomy. While appearing as a discrete entity, this reified output is actually the congealed embodiment of capital social relations and activity. What is said reified output?
That's the gibberish part I'm talking about. You know, my note actually crystallized what stripped away all the gibberish and confusions and conflations, and it crystallized down to mathematical essence. And that's what the note was for.
Okay, what about, well, there's a lot of people in the room, so I'll ask you a different time, but we can go further, Hanson.
Sure. I mean, maybe I suppose you're not interested. I mean, if you're interested, I can send you the mathematical note.
You know I'm not interested, Hanson.
I know. I figured.
I would like to see it. I'm a big believer in the labor theory of value. It's what Adam Smith says about value, more or less.
No, it is not. I mean, I know that the Marx was not the first one to put forward the labor theory of value, or its progenitor. But it doesn't make sense. The Marx was trying to make it more concrete, but his effort failed, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, logically, which is demonstrated by the mathematics.
Hanson, I used the language of Capital Volume 1 to ask my question, but you weren't able to pick up on it. I was talking about the commodity, by the way. The commodity is the reified output that acquires an illusory ontological autonomy, and it is simply the congealed embodiment of social relations and activity. Hanson, you should have known that.
Well, that is
just words that don't mean anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just it's just a bunch of words stacked together. You form a grammatical sentence, okay, but it's like you form a sentence about how it's raining on the sun and you lost your umbrella and then you bent down and picked up a sun blade, and it's just a fantasy.
People who have not done the reading. But let's go back to Israel Palestine. Go ahead.
instructions not to take care of your children yourself.
So thank you.
Please, go on.
So thank God. That little screw is not. Yeah. Very well. Yeah, those were bad. And now I'm working on my buttons. That's my buttons. Buttons for my razor. That's it. This is a older gun. It doesn't have a rail system. So I got
They're right up. And I've learned something in this life. I will sue them for everything they have. And I will also sue the state. You know what? I also have
Oh, sorry. Wait, hold on. You can try to sue them, but you forget you're guilty, honey. You're going to trial. And guess what? No. This is no, me. No. Hold on. Yeah. It's exactly that. You're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Here's some assumptions made. And guess what? You just murdered the guy that held up the store in the corner store and shot the clerk. And now it's on you. Okay? And now guess what? Now, who is going to go to you're going to go to trial. And who's going to have a trial likely that doesn't have any it's going to be a bunch of like 50 to 80% chance that there's going to be no black. Okay. Guess what? A 7% chance that you're going to have a wrong by 7 times. According to what you're going to have a wrong conviction. Yeah.
all right. It's your right.
Okay. Except, listen, the Department of Justice, did somebody brought in the other day, 1 second, somebody brought Baltimore City just ran into the conversation the other day. I got a report from the Department of Justice, okay? They went down and they had to read like what was going on with Baltimore City. And you know what they found? Massive cop violation overreach. In a period of 5 years, 11,000 people were arrested, wrongly arrested, and they couldn't even find anything. Okay, this goes. Imagine the people that got charged. I mean, and it just goes on and on. I implore you to read that report by the Department of Justice on Baltimore City and look up the shit that they say about what the police department did in Baltimore City. Go ahead, and then go back and try to run it.
See, the thing is, that if you didn't disprove a thing,
wrong with you?
It's what you said. You said about the wrong place at the wrong time. It's something had to be what also the whole diatribe, all this other stuff. I still want to say to you, if you personally believe in 2026 that the majority of crime is some black person doing something against some white person or vice versa, I want you to look this up for yourself. Most crimes in the United States are what they call proximity crimes. They're the same effort. It's the same effort. The majority of them. Okay? And I would tell you that for me to have any offense based on the community that I would be in would be mostly black, or white, Asian. That's statistically correct. Now, if you want to take a quarter to 0.5% of ignorant people in the world that choose to judge a person based on their ethnic group, then you're climbing up the wrong ladder. That's what I'm telling you. Wrong place, wrong time. I'm looking at 2026. Most ethnic people make it through life pretty regularly. Look up the numbers, Miss People. Out of the 48 million blacks, I just want you to check out what percentage of those people are actually incarcerated and why are they incarcerated.
Yeah, like my instance, right? The instance of myself and my lover. You know what? Where we was at the wrong place. We were in a white community. We were in a white rich community. That's where we were, and he was driving. And you know what? He got pulled over, and he didn't get a ticket. He got not one rolling stop for a stop sign. The cop said two. The cop said that he didn't stop twice. But the problem is the cop didn't know my babe. The cop doesn't know that my babe, unfortunately, and I'm not forgiven for saying it, he's a bootlegger sometimes, and he likes to come to a full stop. And he's very, but he drives for, he loves to drive. He's a logistics guy, and he takes driving very seriously. So I said, babe, you know what we gotta do? We gotta ask for the video. We need to ask for the video. Do you know they fucked with us for 6 months, back and forth, coming. They didn't have the video. They didn't have the video, wanting us to go. I said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. He was going to do it. He was just going to go. And you know what they fucking found? Finally, when I was about to call the fuck everybody, they finally found the video, and they had a laptop real quick. And you know what they found, Mr. Edward? That my babe came to a full motherfucking stop, not once but twice. Go ahead and keep telling me. Go ahead.
What does that have to do with him being black?
Oh my god.
Leva, that's a great question. What does that have to do with